Hey there, all you royal enthusiasts. Welcome to our YouTube channel, where we dive deep into all things majestic and regal. Today, we have a burning question that will leave you on the edge of your seat. Why will Prince William keep his name when he becomes king? Stick around to find out. Now, when it comes to British monarchs, there's a fascinating decision they have to make upon ascending the throne, selecting their regnal name. They can either go with their given name or choose a brand new one. Let's take a trip back to 2005 and uncover the rumors surrounding Prince Charles' potential name change. The name George came into play as it held a special significance for him, echoing the legacies of his grandfather and great-grandfather, George VI and George V. Interestingly, these two kings both had the name George, but George VI went by his third middle name, while George V simply used his first name. This decision might have stemmed from Queen Victoria's desire for kings to refrain from using the name Albert, overshadowing her late husband, Prince Albert. Another theory suggests that George VI wanted to establish a clear distinction between his father's reign and his own following King Edward VI's abdication. History is bursting with juicy stories, isn't it? Ultimately, Prince Charles decided to stick with his first name, following in the footsteps of Queen Elizabeth II. However, the name Charles carries its fair share of historical baggage. Now, our attention turns to Prince William, or as many know him, Prince William of Wales. The Prince, born with the names William Arthur Philip Louis, has several options at his disposal when the day comes for him to take the throne. But my dear viewers, the general consensus is that he'll continue his legacy under the name we all already know and love, William. Why, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Our royal expert, Roya Nikha, who is a Sunday Times royal editor, revealed on Hello's, a Right Royal podcast, that William will most likely be known as King William V, and her evidence is quite compelling. When Prince William launched his inspiring environmental initiative, the Earthshot Prize, he chose to associate it with his own name. Talk about branding at its finest. Plus, as Nikha points out, the American public has shown a great deal of affection for him, with recent polls ranking him as their favorite public figure. So, by being known as Prince William, he capitalizes on that name recognition wherever he goes. And boy, has he been busy. Thanks to his work with the Earthshot Prize, Prince William has even ventured across the pond to the United States, not once, but twice in just 2 years. The man is making waves and expanding his reach on a global scale. But that's not all. In 2022, sources hinted that William desires to embrace his first name rather than his title in order to cultivate a more approachable and relatable image. It's a smart move, wouldn't you say? Additionally, William has pledged to fully immerse himself in select causes, ditching the overwhelming number of patronages that the Queen and Prince Philip once held. He's committed to making a hands-on impact, like tackling the issue of homelessness. During a trip to Singapore in November 2023, he spoke passionately about his desire to not only build homes, but also provide mental support, employment and education for those in need. This guy means business. Now, you might be wondering, why does William want to hold on to his name? Well, there's a compelling reason. Author Robert Lacey suggests that Princess Diana chose the name William as a tribute to the legendary figure William the Conqueror, also known as William I. This historical icon conquered hearts with his military victory at the Battle of Hastings in 1066. And guess what? In the year 2066, 1,000 years later, Prince William could potentially be the reigning monarch. Talk about a remarkable connection to the past. Let's not forget about Prince Charles' role in selecting names as well. He had his sights set on the name Arthur for his eldest son, which holds a mythical allure associated with the legendary King Arthur. And did you know that Arthur is one of Charles' own middle names? Pretty cool, huh? Diana, however, felt that Arthur was a tad outdated for a first name, but she did consent to it as one of William's middle names. Speaking of his middle names, the other two, Philip and Louis, also have significant family ties. Philip pays tribute to his grandfather, Prince Philip, while Louis honours Charles' great-uncle, Lord Louis Mountbatten. It's essential to preserve family connections, especially in the royal realm. With all this fascinating information about Prince William's potential regnal name, it's important to note that, while it seems highly likely he'll stick with his first name, the future king has remained tight-lipped about his final decision.